Respected Shrotas, Sadhakas, hearty welcome, salutations to you all, gratitudes to you all, congratulations to you all, submissions to you all, wishes and prayers to the Lord that both of us do for our this series to continue of studying the Shastras. Remember the 13 Vyaktitvas to be strengthened, Lokasevaka, Dharmastavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Sevaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Samskrita Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita. And who are the six sources of blessings to us? The Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Jagannatha Tattva, the Devata Gana Tattva, the Guru Gana Tattva, and Shastra Gana Tattva. Great indeed are our Shastras, great indeed are our Rishi Muni Gana. Great indeed is our Sanatana Dharma Sanskriti, and the greatest is this most beautiful Adhyatmika Jivana with understanding. Most profound, so beautiful, so fortunate if one has come into this path. And if one is able to understand, get convinced, and is starting to walk the path, he is just one of the rarest gifted ones. And if he continues in spite of all challenges that come from without and within on this path and reaches to the ultimate, no, he is the gem and diamond of that generation that one has reached the ultimate. He can thereafter becomes instruments of Lord or his own sankalpa, he can even serve the world. So to slowly understand, get convinced, take up to the spiritual path. We are here to every day study our great Shastras. We have taken up Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, a huge grantha of 32,000 shlokas. So one by one, Prakarana, one by one, Sarga, we are trying to understand, and one by one, shloka theme also. Now we are in second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 13th Sarga, a beautiful one, Shama Nirupanam. So here as Bhagavan Vaashishthaji is explaining what is Shama, explaining need of Shama, explaining to us when Shama is practiced, how it makes us win the hearts of the people around, how when we have Shama, we become qualified for Adhyatmika Pragati and Anbhuti with so many logics examples as he is giving us explaining here nowhere perhaps we find it. Now the ball is in our court. Ki how much we are maintaining our regularity, seriousness, sincerity of listening to Sri Vasishthaji's teachings, guidance, and taking them seriously to understand. Then how much we are now on spending our time only in developing this mukti giving shama guna in us. That's all the ball is in our court. How much we do according to that is our evolution. We only can try our best and pray to the Lord. He give us that wisdom, give us that maturity to know the importance of this Adhyatmika Jivana and Yana Yatra, and may we be fully engrossed in it and find our own mukti from the outer Maya inner delusions. Let us see what is further today. 72nd shloka we started from where for the next 10-12 shlokas Vasishthaji is going to say Shashantaha iti katyate Shashantaha iti katyate. Such achiever is called as the achiever of the Shama, first one of the four moksha dwaras. He is called as the achiever of Shama. So this is how the Shama achieved persons guna lakshanas are told. When we practice them, we are also masters of this most essential Shama Guna. Today also let us ponder over few of them attentively as a true, genuine, serious, sincere sadhakas, not only during the class time, but all through our day and life. May this Bhuta Maya of being worldly person may go away from us. Let the Kripa of being only spiritual seeker happen to us 100% fully. Let us see, let us do our Prarthana Sankalpa for a minute or two or three, then take up the text. Start. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanam Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो ओम ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम श्रीराम राम रामेते रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिगलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परम ब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांत आदि प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणां आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु श्रोतॄणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग तपस्या साधना सेवादि दिव्य आध्यात्मिक दैवीय कार्यक्रमाणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च शाश्वत रूपेण वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सम्यक् समग्र रूपेण संप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां श्रोतॄणां साधक महानुभावानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवद भक्ति देवता भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति सेवा भक्ति माता पितृ भक्ति देव देश भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणमध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः ओम श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ते स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्मरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम्। शमनिरूपणं नाम त्रयोदश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, we have seen the first shloka 72nd. From where onwards the Shama is being defined, explained for our understanding and practice and mastery and making it our habit and nature, thereby blessed by that glorious quality. Before that, one beautiful shloka 71, where we saw Bhagavan Vaashishtha is saying कि अनुद्धतमनाः शान्तः साधुः कर्म करोति यत् तत्सर्वमभिनन्दन्ति तस्येमा भूतजातयः. So a person who is anuddhata manaha, free in his mind from any garva, that maturity he got, because he has understood, I think, his entire Vyaktitva is the blessedness of Bhagavan, and everywhere Bhagavan alone is there. So there is nothing about which I have to have special feeling of Garva. So Anuddhata Manaha, Shanta, and then his mind is so calm and quiet because he is matured that this entire gamut of life of desire and fulfillment of it is nothing but delusory. Whole world's gain also is Swapnavat only. Therefore, here in this universe, for me as an individual, nothing to be gained or lost. That type of Shanta Sthiti he has achieved. And therefore, in his every aspect of behavior, there is only goodness, welfare of everyone and everything alone is appearing, which is called as sadhu. So the one who is this way, sadhu by his actions, shantaha by his mind, then anuddhata manaha by his ego, such one, karma yaha karoti, yat karma karoti. Whatever karma he does, tat sarvam imaha bhuta jataya avinandanti tasya. So those actions are of blessedness to the world. Therefore, they are so much received by the world. The world appreciates all his actions, words, and deeds. Here, from his side, the divinity is expressing through him. Second, because it is divinity expressing, it is being a blessedness to the world. World being so smart, intelligent, it recognizes this person's that pure heart. Therefore, him and his actions, the world goes on praising, accepting only. So, by this, what you have to understand is our presence in this world, as long as we are, is to serve the world. Our services should be acceptable to the world. For that, the work should be sadhu, the mana should be shanta, and the ahankara should be zero. सारे गर्व त्याग कर शांत मन से सत्कर्म करते, लोक कल्याण करते करते हम इस जगत में अपने स्वयं के मन शांति से जीना है. And world also Avinandati means they receive, they appreciate, they acknowledge. Up to that is our thing. Beyond that, if they respect, if they praise that person, if they take him to be an example ideal, oh unka kaam hai of the praja or janta. But they have received my good activities and they have helped them. If this is achieved, our fulfillment is done with regard to our being in this world. Like that, if every human being that is there on this globe thinks in this way of doing sadhu karma with shantamana, with anuddhatamana, how blessed becomes this world to live in. This knowledge has to be inculcated, driven into every hearts, and there every programs have to be done, chalked out, designed by which this type of personalities are encouraged to be developed in the masses, in the janta. So here, what you can feel, we can feel is Sri Ramji आगे राजा बनने वाले हैं. तो वशिष्ठ जी is hinting, बेटा, you have to do sadhu karma, and your karma should be fully avinandanti, appreciated, well accepted by the world. As long as it is there, you can be a king as selected, elected by them it for eternity. They will never want you to be replaced. And that is how Rama, throughout his time of 11,000 years, when he ruled as king, he was Anuddhata Manaha, Nigarvi, down to earth. Even though he knows, everybody knows that he is Sakshat Paramatma, but he is in the Manusha Avatara, even though he is a king, ruled everything, but without any garva. So too, he was in that absolute peaceful mode of Shanta. Then all the karmas he was doing are sadhu karma, in which all praja are helped only. They are trained to live life of dharma. They are trained to live the dharma of upasana, adhyasmikata. He himself practiced adhyasmikata and became guide to all of them. In that way lived. Therefore, sas ima bhuta jatayah tat sarvam abhinandanti. His whole life was accepted and his being was accepted. His doings were well appreciated. Here one thing is what? Bhuta jataya. Rama himself is the proof that ima bhuta jataya avinandanti. Ki in Rama Rajya Kala, when he was ruling, not even one animal or bird or tree also was suffering any persecutions or difficulties. This is the proof that his activities were well received by, appreciated by all Bhuta Jati, not only human. Second, when Sri Rama went to the Vaikuntha Loka after finishing his Avatara Katha Leela, a freedom was given to the living beings of Ayodhya at that time. They all can go with Rama to the higher worlds. Their desirability, undesirability, none of them are questioned. But only one thing, you desire, welcome, welcome. And mind you, it is written in Valmiki Ramayana, Adhyatma Ramayana, we have seen it that not even one a microbe also was there staying back when Rama was going into the Vaikuntha Loka. All of them went and merged in that Sarayu river, left themselves, and they all got Divya Shariras, they got Divya Lokas. So they were ready to go with Rama wherever Rama goes. Means what? How much they were all appreciating Sri Rama's presence. So, and they were given that beautiful opportunity means they were also reciprocating. है ना, राम जी के समय वो लोग भी रेसिप्रोकेट कर रहे थे by their dharma and all. Therefore, that special boon permission is given to all to follow him. So these are the proofs to say that if one is Nigarvi, Shanta, does only sadhu karma all the time, the whole world loves him and it is a beautiful place. और ऐसा एक ही बंदा होना है ऐसा नहीं है. Every being should be like that. In that way, nobody is hating the presence of anyone. Everybody is loving the presence of each one, and everyone in his presence contributing to the totality. That's called as beautiful, even greater than Swarga. So after saying all these things, now onwards. Mhm. Mm. Ram Ram. Abba. Mm. Flow of thought. Having said all this, now from now onwards, Bhagavan Vaashishthaji is explaining the lakshanas of a person who has achieved the Shama Sadguna, the total quietening of his mind. So he is mastered himself. In fact, a human being to his capacities can always try to master his own personality. With his personality mastering, he can even master the whole world at this gross level. Beyond this, too, if he realizes his own inner self, he is the master of everything. He is a Mukta Purusha only. That education which talks about all this is great education. You know, those teachers, those masters are glorious and great. Narayana. Mm, yes. Let us see what are the beautiful definitions, descriptions, explanations to this Shama Divya Guna Sri Vasishthaji is giving. One by one we'll enjoy. Around 12 of them are there. थोड़े आज थोड़े कल देखते हैं. First we saw yesterday श्रुत्वा स्पृष्ट्वा च दृष्ट्वा च भुक्त्वा स्नात्वा शुभाशुभं न हृष्यति ग्लायति यः सशांत इति कथ्यते. अगेन श्रुत्वा स्पृष्ट्वा च दृष्ट्वा च भुक्त्वा स्नात्वा शुभाशुभं न हृष्यति ग्लायति यः सशांत इति कथ्यते. He is called as Shanta Purusha. He is called as the one who has achieved the Shama sthiti of his inner evolution of the mind. Who is he? Shubha Shubham. Hmm? Shubha Shubha. The world itself is of pair of opposites. Two things are always there in the world. एक ही चीज नहीं रहता है. With two opposite things, any thing world is supported. Whole world is. Anything you see in this world, there are two types contrast. तो उन सबको आप डिवाइड करो, शुभ और अशुभ कह दो. So that Shubha or Ashubha Shrutva, having heard. Shubha and Ashubha Spruštva, having touched. Shubha and Ashubha Drishtva, having seen. Shubha Ashubha Bhuktva, having obtained and experienced. Then Shubha Ashubha Snatva, having taken bath of or bath of it. See, na hrishyati na glayati. The one who never gets excited, hrishyati, na glayati. The one who never becomes glani yukta, regretting or guilty or miserable. Yaha, whoever he may be, sa shanta iti katyate. This in Bhagavad Gita and other texts comes as the samatva. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena jenajit or samashatro cha mitre cha tata manapamanayoho shitoshna sukha dukkesha samasanga varjitaha. Or it starts in the second chapter only. Sukha dukke same krutva labha labho same krutva jaya jayo same krutva. So in short, the one whose mind is na hrushyati na vinandati na dveshti. है ना. यस सर्वत्र अनविस्नेहः तत्तत् प्राप्य शुभाशुभम न अभिनंदति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. In Gita, Sthita Prajna Lakshanas are explained in that way. And who can achieve this state of undisturbed mind? Three. First, the one who is established in Brahman. Okay, he is established in that Brahma Tattva. Therefore, other than it, there is nothing. Therefore, he won't value any pair of opposite. Therefore, he is stable. Second is the one who understood and therefore gave the value to peace of mind more than anything else. Knowing that if one thing is valued like the Shubha and then there is a Harsha expressed, knows that it is definitely followed by the Ashubha, then I will be forced to enter into Glani. Both, if I want one, the other is freely given. Therefore, to avoid the other one, dukkha, I will avoid this also. Let me be at peace with my mind. Peace in this way, the one who has become very matured, he is the second person who maintains the Shamasthiti of Nahrushyati Naglayati. Third one is he who understands this whole world is a movie on the theater screen. The theater screen is Brahman, and the entire movie is that Paramatma's Maya only. So, because it is delusion, because it is unreal, in that Shubha and Ashubha are balancing each other to entertain us, not for us to value any one of them and get carried away. In this way, the one who knows the Jagat Mithyatva, the one who knows the value of Shanti of the Mana, the one who is one with the reality, these three people will maintain that Nahrushyati Naglayati type of Shanta Sthiti, Shama Sthiti of his mind. World continuously changes from one to the other. See, where there is birth, there will be death. Because death alone is a puraka complementer to the birth. So where there is health, there is the disease. Because the disease only which gives value to the health. So where there are mitras, Shatru will definitely be there. Then only there is meaning to the mitra. So to where there is success, there definitely the failure will be there. Where there is Abhinandana, where there alone will be Desha. Where there is Labha, there will be definitely Hani. Where there is Jaya, obviously Parajaya also will come. You can see in some of the sports like single individual sports, the tennis sports or the boxings are all. For 10-15 years, that fellow is such a powerful one कि सबको defeat करेगा वो. Isn't it? He rules that sports for 10 minutes, 10 years, 15. अब slowly, he cannot be permanently young and all. Other next generation is coming up with more trainings, practices, skills and expertise. Now slowly he will start even losing that way. पहले 8 years finalist, final winner. After that 2-3 years में he will be only runner up. Thereafter he'll be coming up to only semi-final level, will not reach the finals. Then he will be only up to quarter final. Slowly, slowly tennis है तो fourth round is lost. Thereafter second round. एक मैच में फर्स्ट राउंड में हार गया अब ही रिटायर्स. The great famous boxers you see, whoever they are, है ना, the Alis or the what is that fellow, है ना, the terrible boxing champion. He first 42 fights of him were knockout only. Mike Tyson and all. Later on, they were defeated only. Anybody that way, Jaya hai to Parajay hota. And Parajay gives dukkha. So they prefer not to have dukkha. Therefore, to avoid dukkha, don't expect sukha also. So when both of them are not expected, Shanta sthiti. Beautiful, no? He doesn't want anybody to hate him because he becomes miserable for that. With that. Only for what is to be done, he should not expect love also from anyone. Because if someone loves you, other hates you. When I don't expect love from anyone, then when it comes, I never expected, so I don't bother. So too, like that, the hatred also comes. It is people's choice to study me, observe me, like or dislike me, express their love or hatred. Why should I bother? He is in the samastiti, shamastiti. In that, we have to stabilize. Anywhere in life, what's required is balance only, no? When you drive two-wheeler, when you walk on your feet, balance बिगड़ गए तो गिर जाते हम. Isn't it? So the balance is shamasthit. एक तरफ झुका, देन दूसरा भी झुकना पड़ता है. अभी दूसरा झुक के गिर ही जाते हैं हम. Will definitely fall. So catch this point and its subtlety and its necessity. कि श्रुत्वा स्पृष्ट्वा च दृष्ट्वा भुक्त्वा स्नात्वा एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा शुभाशुभम न हृष्यति न ग्लायति यः सः शान्तः इति कथ्यते. ओके, लेट अस सी फ्यू मोर श्लोकास. गया तो पूरा चैप्टर अच्छा है. नेक्स्ट वन. यः समः सर्वभूतेषु भाविकाङ्क्षति नोज्झते जित्वेन्द्रियाणि यत्नेन स शान्त इति कथ्यते. This is another very, very beautiful explanation of Shamasthiti, though little difficult to do. But you have to get to that level. Difficult but not impossible. And it is necessary. Evolution required. Just like need money for our daily needs, need some people to help us. As in Vyavahara, we need some things. So too for our Adhyatmika Pragati or our Jivana Safalata or our Manas Shanti, this Shama Guna is a necessary commodity, necessary to be gained. This is what somebody should teach us. है ना. जैसे शरीर के लिए भोजन का आवश्यकता है, उसी तरह मन के लिए शम गुण आवश्यक है. ये वाला somebody should drive into our hearts. And why somebody, now we are studying Shastra, let us understand and let us drive in to the others' hearts. So in this shloka, three gunas or practices are told to achieve Shamasthiti. Or when these three are achieved, he is said to be in Shantasthiti, Shamasthiti. One, Yah Samaha Sarva Bhuteshu. Regarding the beings in Gita, ये तो समस्त सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्त परमेश्वरम 5 6 7 बार आता है. सर्वभूतेषु शमः. ओके, सर्वभूतेषु समः, है ना, यह समः सर्वभूतेषु. Great achievement. Yesterday we tried to explain to some level. When you have Atma Drushti, then also you can achieve the Samastiti because Atma is same in all. When you see through the Jiva Drushti, there also Samatha comes because every Jiva he is having almost same weaknesses, ignorances, vasanas, but the time of expression may differ. कोई इस जन्म में एक्सप्रेस करेगा, कोई दूसरे में, ये सद्गुण दुर्गुण, दूसरा बंदा इस जन्म में. Other than that, all jivas will have same. Guna still Paramatma is obtained. The Upadhi Tadatmyas are all same. Kamakrodadi Vikaras are all same. कोई ना कोई बंदा ये आज एक्सप्रेस कर रहा है, दूसरा नहीं. दूसरा बंदा ये कर रहा है, वो नहीं. इतना ही फर्क. The one who matures to this understanding from Jiva Drishti also, he has samasthiti. And every Jiva Bhava is like a bubble, it is only imagination. Third, when Deha Drishti also, if you see, that all dehas, whether it's a mosquito or elephant, all are made of same Pancha Mahabhuta. All of them have Janma Jara Roga Mrityu Asti Jayate Vardate Vivarnamate Ityadi Vikara. So, Sharira, Panchabhautika and Vikara Yukta, Janma Varna Yukta. Jiva Bhava either Mithya or has got same problems. Atman is one without second. From all these standpoints, we can achieve Samatha. Vishamata, why will it come? When we identify these upadhis and for the fulfillment of desires of it, when we look into the world, then those who help us favorable, we have one feeling of attachment or raga. Those who are not helping us, we have the opposite feeling of dvesha. So raga dvesha rahitya drushti towards everyone is samaha. Exactly today in our Bhaja Govindam, this is the shloka we are going to study. है ना? Vaivaichanyatre ko Vishnu. Yesterday also was said, Shatro Mitre Putre Bandhav Mahakuriyatnam Vigrasandhav Sarvasminapi Pashyatmanam Sarvatrotsruja Bhedajnanam. Thank God, same topic is going on. So Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu, having that drushti. So practically, Bhuta means all living beings, even living or non-living. In all of them, one Brahman, if one can see, he has achieved the Samasthiti. At the second level, lower level में, in all living beings, see the same life, Samasthiti. थोड़ा और grosser lower level, come to human beings level. At least at the human level, don't differentiate human beings on any richness, poorness, education, non-education, or any religion, caste, creed, etc. Samaha. How? They are all having Vyavaharika utility, that's it. Again, they are all up and down in each one's life. So one need not value those differences. Then also, the Shama is achieved, at least at the human being level. So Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu. And then we have explained yesterday, Sarvabhuta Samatha is my dukkha, as I don't want, nobody wants dukkha, therefore don't give. My sukha, I want it. Therefore, everybody wants sukha, give them. I have to grow spiritually and get moksha, so everybody also should get moksha. This thing is called as samatha. है ना? आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समम पश्यति अर्जुन सुखम वा यदि वा दुखम सयोगी परमो मतः. 6th chapter में परम योगी का यह लक्षण है. सुख दुख जैसे मेरे वैसे सबके. The one in that sensitivity always is there. Therefore, doesn't cause harm even in thought also to anyone. and by thought, word, and deed tries to give sukha to others is Parama Yogi in practice. Yogi in practical life is like that. So Sarveshu Bhuteshu Samaha, one glorious quality visa. Second one, Bhavi Kankshati na Bhavi na Ujjati is a beautiful thing. He is not having any Kanksha for the future. The illogicity of it, yesterday we have explained towards the end very exhaustively. Bhavi na Kankshati. So tomorrow, when the condition situations are like this, then I will be happy. If you are doing that thinking, we are already deciding that today with whatever I have, I am not going to be happy. And the happiness is such a mystical thing that it is experienced by choice. Now, with whatever it is there around me. Happiness is a mystical experience experienced by a wisest person with whatever the condition situation he is there now, isn't it? Because when I say tomorrow the condition should be like this for me to be happy, one is what that condition will happen or not, we don't know. How much ever we tried. Some are the natural divine made laws. Okay? Nothing remains as it is all the time. And the funniest part is I who has wanted that situation to erupt so that I can become happy. When that situation comes, I myself change my own mind and mood. तो मैं खुद ही कहता हूँ ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे. The proof for it whatever we have now is by our own choice. In this only we want to be happy. इसलिए इसके लिए हमने प्रयत्न किया प्रार्थना किया ले लो भगवान ने दिया. We got and we have enough? No. Then we are looking at others. Others looking at us. For us, their situation is feeling appearing to be happy. For them, our situation is appearing to happy. Again, I want that like and that fellow wants like me. Naturally, he gets what I am now. By that time, I get what he has got. Then again, same situation. It's like a hotel. है ना? बैठे हैं खाने को ऑर्डर किया अब आया खा रहा है अब देखा दूसरे टेबल में थाली रखा है दूसरे का अब उसको देखकर हमको लगता है अरे यस गिवन अ गुड ऑर्डर है बाबा और वो भी देख रहा है हमारे टेबल में वी सीम फुल थाली अरे इतना थाली पूरा ऑर्डर किया इज एंजॉय दैट फेलो लुक्स एट आवर्स ओनली टू आइटम्स अरे unnecessarily I'm wasting money this much big thali I cannot eat like him I should have been intelligent in selecting only two items. This is how the mind works. Then I order थाली, I get it and he orders that two item, he gets it. Again वो मेरे टेबल पे देखता है और मैं उसको. This is the nature of mind. So therefore bhavi na kankshit. Outer conditions, whatever they are at any given moment, Ishvara prasada and our own deserving. Therefore don't try to change the paristhiti, change the manasthiti. है ना परिस्थिति whatever your manasthiti take on. I gave you the example of the marriage yesterday. है ना never boy and girl used to meet before the engagement or है ना बस माता पिता को भरोसा they will look for good match only and they are conditioned in the mind pre-prepared मनस्थिति जो भी है I'll accept her as wife and I'll accept him as husband accepted हो गया throughout life 50 60 70 years जिंदगी भर वो लोग साथ में रहते because भावी न कांक्षित powerful thing is it. And now Ujjati also means he not only doesn't do any his kanksha, his choice, but anything comes, he takes it as Bhagwan's prasad. He is one in the manasthiti of Shama. शम स्थिति में जो रहता है उसका मन ऐसा रहता है और इस तरह जो अपने जीवन जिएगा ही सेट विन शम वन सर्वेषु भूतेषु समः second is bhavin akankshati and whatever comes now ujjati he just accepts. And I tell you one or two rahasyams. In anything of the world, object or being, all perfections cannot be there. Some lopa will be there, something lacking. The mind's drushti is what? What is good or perfect? It doesn't look at it. What is bad or imperfect? That is what it looks at. And then that it says, I don't want this. And it looks for that object or other person in which this lopa is not there. Definitely in that object or person, this lopa is not there because you only choose. So I have chosen. But the other lopa will be there. You will know only when you reach there. That's what happens in all many of the friendships or love marriages. Only looking at the physical beauty get attracted. But after Shadi पता चलता each one is so egoistic. Isn't it? या पैसे देखकर. Yeah, पैसा है but only पैसा is not enough for being together. No, understanding, accepting, गिविंग टाइम इतना सारा होता है तो परफेक्ट हो ही नहीं सकता कोई बंदा एक. सो व्हाट इज टू बी डन? डोंट डू द कांक्षा कि ऐसा ऐसा होना चाहिए और डोंट डू द उज्जिता बिकॉज ऐसा है. फिर जो है वैसा है बस एक्सेप्ट. या इम्पोर्टेंट. दैट इज वाई वी से अरे यार वाट है कलयुग इतना बुरा है इसमें. इफ सत्ययुग कम्स क्विकली हाउ नाइस इट इज. वी इमेजिन. बट यू नो व्हाट इज रिटन इन भागवतम? Is Satyayuga people want the Kali Yuga to come first. They want to be in Kali Yuga. Are, how come it is? Because in Satyayuga with all the goodness and purity, it will take lakhs of thousands of years of tapasya to know the self. But in Kali Yuga, do Bhagavan Nama Sankirtana, you get moksha. It is so easy. They want to be born in Kali Yuga because यहाँ साधना easy है. वहाँ कठिन घोर तपस्या करना पड़ता है सत्ययुग में. इधर कुछ नहीं भगवान का नाम. Like all Indians go to America, NRIs, not required Indians. For all the facilities, bhoga, comforts, everything, ताली बजाओ, सब आ जाते हैं, including police. For this they go. And the beauty of Indian culture and all, not there, but they look at this place. Now, how many crores of foreigners must have seen India today? Oh, lakhs and lakhs of Ganapati Bhagwan's Visarjana is done with so much pomp and posh and devotion. So they all feel यार भारत में रहना चाहिए. क्या डिवोशन है, क्या भगवान का नाम लेते हैं. अरे वो लोग यहाँ सोचते हैं. That's why next life those will born here. And these fellows think कि वहाँ अब इस साल में उनको वीजा सब नहीं मिला, मर के वहाँ पैदा हो जाते. And after that they are not happy there. They look at India. And Indian born again they look back. These are all मन का खेल है. The unstable mind's lakshana. So, the one who prefers the Shanti of the mana, he never postpones his happiness to tomorrow, or as Gurudev says, disappointment comes to those who make appointment with the future. Bhavi na kankshati. And whatever is na ujjati. Then, two things are said. One is samasarveshu bhuteshu, two is bhavi na kankshati, third, whatever comes na ujjati, doesn't give up, he just accepts, welcomes it, jo bhi hai. Three, fourth is very important. Ki jitva indriyani yatnena, the one who has controlled all his karmendriyas, jnanendriyas. A special word is used here by Vaashishthaji, yatnena. प्रयत्न से ही इंद्रिया जीतते जाते. So here jitva is past passive participle. To say jitva means not जीत लिया एक बार नहीं, हमेशा लगातार. Permanently the indriyas are conquered. Otherwise, one day conquering, everybody does. आज I am not eating the salt or I am not eating food only today. Tomorrow, 2 दिन का खाऊंगा मैं. Or today I will not watch TV. Tomorrow, I will not watch anything other than TV. So all the indriyas controlling. The chakshurindriya controlled. It is not fascinated by any beauties of the world which spoil the mind. Shravanendriya is controlled. That it is not listening anything which create the vikaras in the mana. The Bhadram Karnevi Shunyama Bhadram Pashiva. The most difficult thing to control is tongue, the two in one. It is controlled, eating to live, not living to eat. Very, very tough it is. एक तरफ वेदांत चलता रहता है, पढ़ाई, मेडिटेशन एंड ऑल, बट द अदर साइड वी आर स्लेव टू द जिह्वा एंड उपस्था, मेनली टंग, उसको जीतना पड़ता है. वेरी टफ इट इज. इट हैज टू क्लिक that I am slave to my tongue and I am wasting all my life only for that. For the sake of tongue I eat, but the stomach is troubled there. When the stomach is troubled, the whole body is disturbed. When the body is disturbed, mind disturbed. With the disturbed body, mind, the prana shakti is also disturbed. With all these things, how can I either do my duty or noble works or have an आध्यात्मिक साधना? कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा. ये बंदा जो सब समझता है ना, he can control the tongue. भागवत में तो कहा जितम सर्वम जिते रसे, रसे जिते सर्वम जितम. If the tongue is controlled, two in one, everything is controlled. In other place, jihopastha jayodhrutihi. In jnanendriyas jihva, in karmendriyas upastha. If both of them are conquered, that's called real dhruti. In Gita also, sattvika dhruti. Dhrutya yaya dharayate manah prana indriya kriyaha yogena avyabhicharinya dhruti sa partha sattviki. That's the sattvika dhruti. So, then the nostrils, fragrance smell, the skin, the touch, the pancha jnanendriya vijaya. Skin is what? Summer, winter, chalega bas. Jaisa vaisa. Not focusing attention on that. All indriyas are such, the more we give them, the more they demand. The more they demand and we give, the more they enslave us to such an extent that they make us feel that propitiating them alone is the entire life's purpose. Like it is there in every examples. है ना? कोई wife husband के चक्कर में मानो the wife is so much submissive to the husband. He takes her for granted and decides as if she is his own slave. As if she has no freedom of her own. And the other way around is also true. This stupid fellow is such a JKG to her, and she makes him dance to her tunes, and he has no other job of taking care of parents, etc. अरे मूर्ख दोनों मूर्ख है. Indriyas also make us feel as if only purpose of life. Like there are some bonded labors. Whole human, precious human life of 60, 70 years is only to serve that stupid family of the boss. जो भी है. We all Hindus were made slaves by these Mughals and Britishers. ऐसी हमारा जिंदगी उन्हीं के लिए है. Same way our senses make us. And we are all. 95% of us in our life, 90% of life is to serve these Indriyas Sharira only. Imagine करो पिछले एक हफ्ते में where was our thought to serve the world, serve the Lord, do sadhana, serve parents. है तो that was good. नहीं है, we are, then if we are not serving the world or the God, we are serving our own upadhi. So to karmendriyas, the tongue, it's a speech. है ना? We must know arts of both, where to talk and where not to talk. दोनों जानना है. One, then the hands and legs, their control. Hands control is satkarma, it is doing, not lazy. Legs also, going for pradakshina and all, not taking us to wrong places. Then the upasthendriya and udendriya. Uska control, proper discipline life when you have, we will be controlling them. So yatnena sarva indriyani jitva. These three when we do. Samaha sarvabhuteshu, then bhavi na kankshati, bhavi na ujjati, or vartamanam na ujjati, or bhavi when it comes as vartamanam na ujjati. For jitva indriyani yatnena. सह शांता इति कहते थे भाई, उनको कहते हैं शांत बंदा. बढ़िया सा हो गया. तो शांत का डेफिनेशन दे रहे हमको शम स्थिति का. That is how that day when we decide that I have to control myself, master myself, then anything outside, we have understood real purpose of our life. We really start becoming spiritual. प्रभो ऐसा दिमाग समझदारी जल्दी दो. Let Maya of involved in the worldliness may not take us away from this sacred job. And also the delusion that I am studying Shastras and I am wearing these malas, I am doing this and that outer puja, that delusion also may it not make me forget that my faculties are not controlled by me. I am still slaves to them. Let me never forget my job goal is to stampede or put my feet on all these upadhis and then fly high into the आत्मस्थिति. ये देखो कभी भूलना नहीं. तो जैसे शुरू में कहा ना आज, है ना, we do all spiritual related things sincerely. Equally sincere we are again as a bhogi through senses and indriyas. There we are cheating ourselves 100%. Others are not cheated there. We are cheated as a spiritual person. You know, between 2, 3 classes or sessions of sittings we do for spirituality, between what do we do? That's what is main decider, not this 1 hour class and upasana. I told yesterday, our morning in one of the prasang, coming to the class has only one benefit, that this 1 hour we are not a Rakshasa. That's all. The remaining time we are that all. But वो नहीं. जब कोई हम क्लास नहीं कर रहे, उपासना पूजा नहीं कर रहे, उस समय हम क्या कर रहे? भोगी बन गए. So then we are not understood spirituality at all. In other words, there is no respite for a spiritual seeker. There is no relaxation for him, especially the relaxation of indriyas. Actually, है ही नहीं बस. He will use indriyas to serve. He will use indriyas to do sadhana. He will transcend indriyas to realize the self and he will be established there only. मौका कभी नहीं देना इंद्रियों को. और जब इंद्रियों को ही मौका नहीं देते, what to talk about the value given to the world. World is valuable because of our slavery to our indriyas and अंतःकरण. अब इसी को पकड़ के रखा है. Who cares the world? And that again a day where when you say that I don't care the world of things and being situations, you are master of the life. Not arrogance के कारण, but because I mastered my faculties. तू कौन होता है मेरे को फंसाने वाला? आई डोंट वांट यू. स्वामी जी मैं आपको छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ. किसने चाहा तेरे को? भाग. You come for your satsang and your benefit, not for my atma shanti. Get lost. If you come or don't come, who cares? I am not depending on you. I do my classes, that's all. For my Lord, my Sanatana Dharma, my Shastras. If you come to classes to propitiate me or make me happy, you are a fool, I am a Bewakoof. I am doing classes for my sadhana. If you want to do sadhana, come. Don't come for me. If you are not interested in your sadhana, how do you think I am interested in your sadhana? That freedom, that final freedom. I am not caught down by anything outside. Because I conquered my own faculties. I mastered them. I know what is a trick played by whom, in what way to bind me. ये maturity. So all put together, sarveshu bhuteshu bhavina kankshati na ujjati, then sarvendriyani jitva yatnena sah shamah sah shanta iti katyate. Hmm. Wonderful. Another sloka, we'll just browse through. Exhaustive meaning tomorrow we'll see. Spruštva vadataya buddhya yathaivantaha tatha bahihi drishyante yatra karyani sashanta iti kathyate. A lamba choda explanation is sloka. Very exhaustive, very elaborate. So many thoughts are put in one sloka by Bhagavan Vaashishthaji. Spruštva vadataya buddhya. यथैवान्तस्तथा बहिः दृश्यन्ते यत्र कार्याणि स शान्त इति कथ्यते. Very, very tough thing explain. Literal meaning I'll tell you, detail tomorrow. First, spruštva avadhataya mudhya. Even though touched by, troubled by, persecuted by the people who have crookedness in their mind, means harmed by others, to be precise, troubled by others, cheated by others, and I know it. That I am cheated, I am troubled, I am harmed. Yet, this is the meaning of spruštva avadhataya mudhya. Yet, yatha eva anta tata vahi. The one who maintains his non-reaction inside, which is toughest thing, and expresses non-reaction inside, wala inside, outside also by not reacting vocally or with the body. Tatha bahi. Then not only that, dushyante yatra karyani. है ना? His three karyas of doing his duties, his second karya of helping and serving that person, and his third karya of his own adhyatmika sadhana, the one who never gives up. That highest stage is called Shanti. Women folk in India have that. Had, now I can't say have. Come ho gaya hoga. है ना? That husband, useless fellow, he will trouble her so much. She knows it. But still, inside her love for him. And outside also, she does that service also. दारू पी के आते हैं, फिर भी उसको खाना बना के देती है, गिर गया तो उठाती है, उसको चोट लगा मलहम लगाती है. See that example I am giving. He is doing avghata, wasting the money, scolding her, beating her, dominating her, egoistic, ये सब कर रहा है वो. बट वो जो है अंदर उनका पति नामक वन बंधन मंगलसूत्रम, she has love regard for him. That is the glory of Indian women. Huh? And she loves. She doesn't give up her dharma of cooking food and giving him, etc. नमस्कार करना है उन माता. और इन गधों को पिटाई करनी है. The men folk who do not understand that Shama guna of hers. Isn't it? For her sake, for the sake of a noble woman, many men changed and became noble also. जैसे सिनेमा में दिखाते हैं, पत्नी को देखकर पति भी बदल गया, होता भी है जिंदगी. जिंदगी में होता है, उसी का थोड़ा हिस्सा सिनेमा बनता है. That is good family, that is. Some places other way around. The wife has come from a rich family and never disciplined, never any work doing, lazy. Then he seeing her absolutely responsible. My wife with that idea, he continues to love her. He is Shama Yukta at that time. And she one day realizes, possible hai, thoda thoda change hote hain log. And nobody is without changing. Everybody is changing up and down situations को लेकर के. You and I are the students of Shastra. They have picture more clearly. So we can single-pointedly put our efforts to change for positive. That's only added advantage to us if we study Shastras. तो स्पृष्ट्वा अवधातया बुद्ध्या यथान्तस्तथा बहिः दृश्यते दृश्यन्ते यत्र कार्याणि. The one whose actions are of no reaction at all. Responses only, even if somebody troubles us. India does this. So many countries do not like India just because we are Hindus. And India में हिंदू है ही नहीं है. Hindus are insulted more by Hindus and our governments and our constitution than the other religious fellows. है ना? देखो गणपति मंदिर में पूजा करने गए प्रधानमंत्री and all these गधा बेवकूफ लोग, they comment on that also. And we the Indians बेवकूफ शर्म नहीं आता. 240 days हुआ राम मंदिर बन के, none of them have gone to see Rama even once. And never anywhere participating in Ganapati Utsav. And still we vote for them. Bring destruction to our Sanatan Dharma. मैं कहता हूँ भाड़ में जाए इंडिया, must protect Sanatan Dharma. India is full of all the bacteria, virus and बेवकूफ लोग only. प्रोटेक्ट धर्म को पहले करो. We are our own enemies. By the way, keep the thought. So, spruštavdataya दुष्यन्ति यत्र कार्याणि सशान्त इति कथ्यते. उसे spruštva avdataya बुद्ध्या यथा एव अन्तः तथा बहिः दुष्यन्ते यत्र कार्याणि सशान्तः इति कथ्यते. That's the beauty. The duties continue, the divine pursuit continues, the services continue, irrespective of how the people are responding or taking the note of or reacting, etc. A Shantamana, he just is a beautiful personality. Dushyante Yatra Karyani means he is just, he is matured, he understood, I am here to serve. Whether people respond or not, reply or not, misunderstand me or not, अब क्या देखे मैं कितना देखोगे इस पे. इसलिए पहले मूलतः आत्मा में स्थित होना है हमको, होकर फिर आउटसाइड सेवा भाव से वॉट एवर वी कैन डू लेट अस. एंड डेफिनेटली द अदर पीपल विल ओनली हेट बिकॉज बेसिकली दे आर देयर टू हेट ओनली. यू कांट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम देम other than it. Just the example I gave you because it was pinching. He is Hindu, he is a Hindu, Sanatan Dharmi. He goes to the temple, why are you worried? Why do you make every such thing as an issue? Baba, chodo. And such wonderful person, his birthday today, our Prime Minister, which are so humble and simple. मैं तो कहता हूँ भाई ना मन में उनके दीर्घ आयु के लिए प्रे करना है. मैं तो किया अभी भी कर रहा हूँ. मैं शतमानं भवति शतायु पुरुष शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिय प्रतिष्ठति. Otherwise, who is there in our India to stand for Bharat Mata and Sanatan Dharma? And जिन्होंने देश को खा खा के सत्यानाश किया, खोखला बनाया और उनका स्टैचू लगाते जाते हैं. जिन्होंने सनातन धर्म को हेट किया, उनके नाम पे स्टेडियम, एयरपोर्ट सब बनाते जाते. Useless. We have to awaken, we Hindus. We are our own enemies. That was the point I was starting to say. Really alarming. Anyway, the topic is the Samastita person is he who is in this way, his spiritual pursuit, his service to world, his duties. He just continues, let all others do whatever noises they do from their side with their own immaturity. ऐसे जब भगवान आया अवतार उनको ही लोगों ने स्पेयर नहीं किया. What to talk about us? है कि नहीं? भगवान को ही स्पेयर नहीं, उनके ही शत्रु, उनको ही मारने के लिए कोशिश. This is how the world is. The outer Vyavaharik Jagat. This shloka has 2-3 more thoughts. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Om Shant. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you. Om Nadatta Suryo Bhatina Chandratarakam Neva Vidyutopa Tameva Bhatu Tasya Bhasa Narayana Om Brahma Mumukshu Vyavahara Bhagwan ki jai. योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ वाल्मीकि वेद व्यासाद ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. समस्त शिव देवता गण की जय. समस्त रामायण महाभारत भागवत प्रसिद्ध ब्रह्मसूत्र योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शिव पुराण स्कंद पुराण विष्णु पुराण आदि समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संत वाङ्मय शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतना की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय. राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोतावक साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृत की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. ग्रेट टेक्स्ट. डोंट मिस दिस sacred thoughts. Thank you. Om Ganganamade Namaha Ananta Chaturdashi Ganesha Visarjana today going on. I was watching people. It was, so excitedly 9 days they were with that Ganapati, so humble, simple doing bhajan kirtan. अब वो गणपति को ले जाके जब निमज्जन कर रहे हैं ना, so many sensitive hearts I could feel crying only, क्योंकि that affinity developed for 9 days with गणपति जी. अब जाकर पानी में डाल रहे तो दुखी होके वापस आ रहे थे. But thank God again next year he will come. Is what a joyful spiritual sport it is. That make Ganapati worship him, and they must know that these 9 days puja done should make them realize the presence of Ganapati in the heart, whose puja throughout life we have to do and be blessed by him. And in case, again, because of any reason, we reduce our devotion upasana to him, again, one next more year, again he is coming. Every year he comes to renew the already existing devotion of existing devotees and to create devotion in the new people. ये है गणेश उत्सव जो है. मैं तो कहता हूँ इंडिया में लगातार एक के बाद एक ऐसे उत्सव होते ही रहना है स्पिरिचुअल. And see all over the country, many places. Thank God it has spread now, in spite of all the nonsense of the oppositions and all. हर राज्य में बढ़िया सा चल रहा है. I was happy to see in कर्नाटक, तमिलनाडु में भी बना रहे गणेश पूजा. तमिलनाडु वाले बस अपने ही करते हो. They are a typical type, but good they have seen. कर्नाटक ऐसे ओके. आंध्र तमिलनाडु तो सुपर ही. महाराष्ट्र तो गणपति भक्त है ही वो लोग. गुजरात में किया है. Many places. Foreign का मजा है मुझे देखकर. How they know in the Pacific Ocean they have done Nimanjan to Ganapati. You know that? You have seen it? Pacific Ocean में Ganesh Visarjan I have seen today. मजा है. The 9 day, the bhajan, the kirtan. अच्छा. It can be more disciplined, more sensitive, with more planning and all. Sober activities बढ़ा के, deeper activities बढ़ा के. मैं तो कहता हूँ in every Ganesh Pandal, out of 12 days or 11, 3 or 4 days, in that city, whoever are great spiritual Mahatmas are there, they should come and give pravachan. But all this Ganesh Utsav committee don't call people to satsang. सुनने वाले भी नहीं है बस. This is an occasion. गणेश चरित्र, गीता सार, भागवत सार, उपनिषद सार, ऐसे सत्संग कराना चाहिए. देन ऐसा उपासना करो कि प्रत्यक्ष गणेश दर्शन होना है सबको. एक बार वैसे अनुष्ठान से दर्शन हो गया, रियली ही इज देयर, ही विल गिव दर्शन. पूरा ऑल पीपल विल सेट राइट नाउ. नोबडी विल ट्राई टू गेट कन्वर्टेड और कन्वर्ट. बट भगवान फिजिकली दर्शन दिया ना दे. सी द श्रद्धा 105 crores of Hindus. ओके 30% निकाल दो उसमें से 75 crores. वेरी वेरी फैसिनेटिंग. दैट्स वाई भारत माता की जय. थैंक यू.